Hey guys, so today I want to make a follow-up video to my Keepers build for Ice Trap Trickster. This is going to be for the Phrecia event that they're doing in like 2 days. So yeah, this is going to be on Surfcaster. I don't think it's as good as Trickster personally, but it's still pretty good honestly. You're just ultimately going to be less damage, I think, but it's still decent. So going over the nodes, it's going to be this, of course, because you do have to take this. It's not bad. Your cold damage can shock, even though like you already have bone. You have a lot of damage increases, so it's not like insane. Like let's see how much this would give. I guess it's hard to tell because like I need these allocated, but actually I guess I can just tell by going to config. Yeah, it's like not that much damage, but it's like still okay, so it's fine. Then this node's actually quite good. Glacial Wave, increased damage by half of chill effect, and then they reduce their damage by half, or take damage increase by chill effect and lessen by half of chill effect. Pretty good. Actually quite good defensively, but it is conditional, of course, which is not optimal, but you know, it is what it is. The effect of chilling you is reversed. This is actually quite good because this frees up a ring slot for the self-chill setup. Of course, like late game with Mage Blood version, like this is useless, but I'm not really I haven't really made a like high-end Mage Blood version for this league because it's pretty short, like what, it's like 2 or 3 weeks. So you'll probably get Mage Blood of course still, but like I don't even know how. You don't really have a ton of time to like super scale the builds in this, so I haven't really planned on like going that far personally, so I don't know what'll happen, but yeah. And then third is, or the last one, I would just go Breach. Same thing for the physical and cold reduction, which isn't in this version of Path of Building, but they're in here. I have a graph mod in here as well because the graphs aren't in here, but there's more graph stuff you'd actually have from, you'd have more graph stuff, so they're missing from this, but skill tree, basically the same as the Trickster version. Right now I'm only level 89 in this, because it's supposed to be like day 1, day 2. So yeah, same skill tree. Let's see, the jewels here. Oh yeah, so I have a good amount of notes in here for just general stuff. The big things are like, I would probably just play Servant over Arcali and go Envy. Level 15 Envy basically one-shots the entire campaign by itself with like nothing else. So you can just go this, go like Cobra Lash or Venom Gyre, Venom Guy or whatever you want. So yeah, you can just do that and then swap. If you want to play this, you can even go so deep I don't even go because you lose I'd say you lose an extreme amount of value from the attack and cast speed not affecting the build. You get like the movement speed is really good obviously, and the global damage is like fine, but yeah, you lose a lot of value from this node on traps, which is kind of a shame, but it is what it is. So yeah, I don't go this node because it's just not very valuable, but you can go this if you're like leveling as Surfcaster. It is very strong in leveling still. But yeah, so general notes and stuff are in here. Nothing crazy. I would, if you're gonna swap, you know, you need I would get Foulborn, Toolborn for sure. Plus 4 all cold basically carries. Hand of the Lords, of course. You need it to trigger all of the curse gems in the gloves, which is also like basically the entire point of the build. Anathema is like the big thing. This will be expensive probably on league start. Usually it's not more than like a divine or so, so isn't terrible, but yeah. And then once you have Archon's tools, you're not going to have Pyromaniacs in here, so you are going to need to have Soul of Garukhan, reduce shock effect, and then I would get on at least 1 jewel, 30% reduced shock effect. It goes up to 35, I believe. But yeah, try to get 1 of these 3 modules. If you get 2, it's better because you get full shock immunity essentially, but if you can, it's like whatever. Besides that, it's like literally just a 2 module, so I don't think these will be very expensive, especially non-start. Going over the rest of the gear, we have, of course, Falcon Tourborn. No, it's OP, carries the build. Seen it before. Plus 4 levels, additional exposure effect. Basic shield. Life, 2 res, and crafted suppress. I left room in here for suppress, as you can see. So the helmet has suppress. The chest has no suppress. It's just like tier 2 defenses on a necrotic. I don't think this is really hard to get with a tree or just spamming some dense fossils, like getting tier 2. Like this is getting like 2700 to 2900 is like fairly common, honestly. So I don't really see this hard to get, especially on day 1 or day 2. Boots, literally just life, 2 res, crafted MS, and onslaught. Amulet, life, +1 all cold, crafted, mana cost. You are going to need some res in here. I just did the lowest tier of all elemental resistance, but if you got individual res, it would be fine. You would need cold and lightning. Amethyst ring. This ring is actually pretty good. There is some room, of course. Like, you can still make up the res in here, right? Like, there's missing suffixes in the other gear. So you don't technically need all these on the ring. It's just nice, though, to kind of give you more room for additional, like... Basically, you have more room for other affixes, but... Yeah, basically, you're just trying to get res because you don't have a way to avoid Scorch, and Scorch takes off a massive amount of res in the build. Anathema, of course. Rolls literally don't matter. Literally just doing it straight up for the curse limit equal to power charges. Archon's tool is, of course, very good. It makes the entire chill thing work. So, yeah, again, I wouldn't go for this setup until you have the shock effect stuff, which is basically just the Pantheon in 1 jewel. But yeah, it's solid. Using 6 link because 6 links are extremely easy getting keepers. Nothing really weird in here. No enlightens. I think I disabled all of it. Yeah, just enlightens disabled. Yeah, and like nothing crazy in here. So I guess the other bad thing, the expensive thing, is charisma is anointed on the amulet, but you kind of need that, unfortunately, because Skitterbots does take up a lot of reservation with the additional stuff on it. But yeah, I mean, this is... Obviously, you're not tanky or anything. Like, it's fine for a trapping build if you like the play style. You're not going to be getting, you know, constantly one-shot. You have some evasion. Life Flask, Jade Flask, Quicksilver Flash. You're quite fast, which is nice, and you have, like, you know, the freeze is very good as well. So yeah, this is kind of the early setup. There's some notes in here if you want to go through them. I'll post this in the video description so you can like go over it. And I have a slightly further one. This is like maybe a few days in. Basically the same, you're just higher level. This is with the Forbiddens and a Light of Meaning. And besides that, not really much change in the gear. You do have to get you actually do have to get a quite good necrotic for this. And replica Dragon Fangs with Ice Trap Gems might be expensive. Not 100% sure. They're usually not really expensive. They're maybe like a Divine or something, because like the 0 HP like bossers use it, but that's not a super popular build. So besides that, mostly the same stuff in here. Up to 9 million DPS. Max hits are actually pretty good for, you know, the store to build. But yeah, so that's basically an overview of the Ice Trap build that I am going to be... I don't know if I'll play it actually. I'm still deciding. But yeah, it's solid. I mean, I don't think anything will be super expensive. And it should be pretty good, especially doing Pinnacles, because the damage is fairly high. But I'm not sure how smooth the transition will be from, you know, getting into maps. I don't think it should be too bad, especially once you get Anathema and the full setup going. Even without the reverse chill, I think it still is pretty good damage. It's like, you know, maybe like 3-ish. 3 million, maybe a bit more. But yeah, it is, I think, solid for what it sets out to do. I don't have a super endgame version for this because I don't know if I would do this for Phrecia, because it is going to be pretty insane because they also have the additional like wrist scarab things. So you're going to need a pretty crazy build if you're trying to do something like the Giga Blight or Rogue Exiles. Of course, I don't know if Rogue Exiles will still be good because the Scarabs got like super nerfed. So I'm interested to see what the meta turns out in terms of farming and stuff. But yeah, I might play something like, I don't know, maybe like Smite Surfcaster into Blind Prophet. Blind Prophet got nerfed a decent bit with the, I think you go from 12% base crit to 9%. Pretty big nerf, honestly, but I'll have to see. There were some nodes in the duelist thing down here that got, like, these are all 40% now, which is actually really good, I think. So maybe something in here could be really good, like late. Like you just go a stat stacker, you know, or reliable in Path of Exile, just interstrength stack, GG noobs. But yeah, so that is basically the overview. Not really like a full guide or anything, but if anyone was wanting to play Ice Trap in the upcoming league, I thought I'd put together these Path of Buildings and kind of go over them real quick. So yeah, I'll have these in the video description. And if you're planning on playing Ice Trap, let me know what you thought, and hopefully it turns out well for you. I mean, I still might be playing it myself, but yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.